Hello everyone, this is Beastly Eel here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about my predictions for the next death battle. Now, the death battle is supposedly going to be between Michael Myers from the Halloween franchise versus Jason Voorhees of Friday the 13th. Both of these are iconic horror villains. Both are pretty much well known by their masks alone and their weapons. Michael Myers with the white mask along with his kitchen knife, and Jason Voorhees with the hockey mask and the machete. And Death Battle is going to be having the two of them fight each other and seeing which one would win a death battle. Well, this one's going to be really tough to figure out because they're so similar. First off, we're going to start with Michael Myers. So he has incredible strength. He's able to lift people off the ground with one hand with little struggle whatsoever. He's able to break through strong glass and walls with no problem. He's very durable. He's been able to be hit by cars at high speeds, large explosives, gunshots, acids, and other blows to the body, and was still able to walk away. Now, granted, sometimes he needed a rest period, like a few minutes or a few seconds, and then he was able to jerk himself up, sit up, and begin moving again. He has agility. He's incredibly stealthy due to his silent behavior and average height. He's able to sneak up on his victims without any problem and can escape stalking his victims when he is spotted. He has incredible endurance. He's able to withstand all the injuries that I talked about and doesn't seem to be bothered by it whatsoever by making any noise or anything. He also has incredible stamina. He can chase somebody for long periods of time, mostly due to the fact of his slow movements. He has a regenerative healing factor. This fluctuates. Based on the timeline, he has got a really powerful regenerative healing factor. In others, it's much slower. So it's really unclear which one they're going to use. But he's also dealt with, losing a left eye and then getting it back. He's gotten burned with acid and been fine. He's been shot in the face and survived. I mean, he's got both of his eyes shot out and then had both of them back. And then obviously in the newer timeline, he was much more human, but I mean, I don't want to use that as part of the death battle, mostly due to the fact that it's a different Michael from the Jason we're going to be facing. So we're going to go more towards the original series, which had more of a healing factor that was incredible. And then immortality, specifically in the Thorn timeline. So this was 4, 5, 6, I believe, where he survives multiple fatalities, such as being blown up, shot multiple times, and being dipped in acid, and still being able to survive. So some things that I didn't realize he had: high-level intelligence. He's able to outsmart his opponents with ease and kill them. Weapon proficiency in multiple types of weapons, not just the knife, even though he does have a wonderful knife skills. He's a master tactician and strategist. Again, that goes with his intelligence. He hunts his prey down and takes them out. He's combat proficient. I mean, he's gone against people who can actually fight and take them out with ease. He's also a master tracker / stalker. He does it well with his prey, and then he's also a stealth mastery. He definitely is good at stealth. He can sneak up on his opponents with ease and kill them, or jump scare them, really. And he's also great at pretty much disappearing. That's pretty much all the skills that Michael Myers has. Now we're going to go on to Jason Voorhees. So Jason Voorhees has, now he's from Camp Crystal Lake. He supposedly drowned as a kid, and his mother killed a bunch of campers. And then at the end of the movie, Jason comes back and gets his revenge for his mother. How cute. But anyway, so his powers are going to be divided up into twofold. His natural abilities and then his supernatural abilities. And we'll discuss more about that later. So his natural abilities, he's a master of hand-to-hand combat. He basically can go up against anybody, and at one point he's able to punch a guy's head off with a single punch. But we'll get into that a little bit later. He has superhuman durability. He's extremely hard to kill, able to withstand injuries such as stab wounds, bullet wounds, fire to a certain extent, and even Freddy Krueger's claw. Superhuman strength. He's able to lift people off the ground, crush their heads, and smash them through walls. He has a limited regeneration. He has survived various injuries that would disable normal people and continue his killing spree with full activity. Though decapitation and big explosions can kill him, although it seems that nothing can truly kill Jason forever. He's pain suppression, so basically any damage that's done to him, he doesn't seem to be bothered by it whatsoever. He has stealth tactics. His killing style mostly relies on stealth to get his victims without anyone realizing that he's even there. He's killed many people in one house without anyone hearing him. And while planting dead bodies everywhere without making a sound, also stealthy. He's extremely proficient with a machete. It's his signature weapon. He uses it to take down, slice, stab, and slash his enemies. He has a feral mind. He's easily consumed by rage. He will kill anybody who enters Camp Crystal Lake, including teenagers, elders, and almost anybody else. Although children and animals do seem to be safe from Jason, although he has killed both at times. It's just not been consistent. He's able to track his opponents for great distance. He is very accurate. He can throw objects at great distance, such as throwing a machete on fire through a cornfield and still hit his target. He's a speed swimmer, which is ironic because he was thrown into the lake and supposedly drowned. But now that he's older, he is a very fast swimmer. In fact, he's able to catch people quicker when they're on a boat in the lake at a distance than they are in land. He's a great escape artist. He can break through binds and other captivity type devices, and even getting caught by the government, able to escape that. He's intelligent. Now, this is where it gets weird because Jason has he's mentally disabled, and he has overcome his mental handicaps, and he's avoided detection for 30 years, built a shack all by himself, learned how to swim, learned how to survive, which means he's quite intelligent, especially in that area. Soft spots. I mean, the big thing is his soft spots are around children, babies, and people who have never entered Camp Crystal Lake. Now, this being said, he has killed them if they've gotten in his way from killing those who've entered Camp Crystal Lake. He's also resourceful. Jason has been known to kill people in many different ways. One of his most notable is using a kazoo to impale somebody in the eye, drowning somebody in a barrel of toxic waste, and even smashing somebody against a tree while they're in a sleeping bag. So he's definitely found creative ways to get rid of his opponents. Now his supernatural powers. He has the ability to resurrect. If Jason is defeated, he can resurrect, and when he resurrects, he becomes even more powerful. Interesting. He's immortal, which is weird that they used the phrase immortality when he has the ability to resurrect. So seemingly he can never permanently die, no matter what happens. He just keeps getting back up, although being condemned to hell was able to trap him. He has incredible strength at this point, so the more he's gotten to the point where he can rip a man's heart out with his bare hands, fling a grown man by the arm with enough force to tear the limb out of its socket while the body is sent flying, or knock a human head off with a single punch. He has regenerative durability. Upon being resurrected, he can take even more damage and heal from almost any injury that is used against him, including being impaled by his own machete. He is bullet immune, pain immunity, supernatural survivability. He can survive any situation due to being resurrected, such as being set on fire, electrocution, and getting blown up. hypnotizing heart. This is where it gets really weird, and I don't know if they're going to use it, but I'm bringing it up anyway. Apparently, if he's blown to bits, his heart can hypnotize people into eating it. When they eat it, they are possessed by his evil spirit. So the person is then possessed by his soul while still maintaining his abilities. Although he can be reborn through another Voorhees, he can also possess other people through oral contact, leaving former hosts to gruesomely melt away and lose their ability. He seems to lose this ability once he is killed by his niece, when he is having his head blown off, which made him incapacitated. Gross. Apparently, when his host that he's possessing is killed, Jason takes the appearance of a parasite-like being and picks his next living target. He has apparent teleportation. Although this is unclear, apparently he seems to have the ability to teleport around the woods. This could be, his speed and his ability to know where his opponent is going and track them and get ahead of them easier. But it's definitely interesting to see. He also has oxygen independence. Apparently, he can survive without the need of oxygen to a certain extent. Although we've seen that Freddy Krueger nearly drowns him in the dream world, so he definitely does have limits, even with his durability. Supernatural senses. Jason seems to be able to sense people that enter Camp Crystal Lake and seem to know exactly where to find them in his territory. Interesting. And then this one, I'm going to mention it even though I don't believe it's going to be used. This is from Jason X, where he has cybernetic implants and he can survive the vacuum of space. I don't think it's going to be used, but I'm bringing it up anyway. So, in the end, who's going to win between Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees? Well, they both have survived a lot of damage. Now, that being said, Jason is the only one that's actually died. Now, Jason has died and been resurrected. Michael has only died once. And I'm not even going to count that one. But he's definitely been an interesting person overall. So it's going to come down to who really is stronger and can survive and what's considered death. Jason can be resurrected. Does that mean he's had to die to be resurrected? And also the ways he gets resurrected has been like electricity and other things like that are kind of outside the realm. So I have a feeling Michael Myers is going to kill him once. Jason's going to come back even more powerful. And even then, I don't know. I want to go with Michael Myers on this because I feel like he's stronger in the long run. And he also hasn't died. But I think what's actually going to happen is Michael Myers is going to kill Jason, rip him to shreds, and then he's going to eat his heart. And I think the two of them are going to be fused together. And they're going to be a disastrous combination. So it's going to be an odd prediction, but my prediction is technically nobody wins. I think Michael Myers is going to eat the heart of Jason, and Jason and Michael are going to be fused together and kill anybody and everyone in their wake. So I guess in a way Michael Myers wins, but that's going to be my prediction. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And also, let me know why in the comments. Also, if you like the content you see, please like and subscribe below. Other than that, this is going to be Beastly Eel signing out. Have a great night.